Hey guys, and welcome to Little Blackbird 91. We're talking to you guys about Camron, Melissa Ford, and Mase. They told a story on their podcast, and Melissa Ford then went on Joe Biden's podcast and insinuated that their situation had to do potentially with underage girls. Not the best thing to be insinuating or accusing anybody in this current climate. I thought it was a little bit tacky to do so. Either you come out and you say it definitely was something and that you believe it is to be true, or rather than actually kind of hiding behind a thinly veiled question which has allusions to it, right? So I understand why the boys on the podcast shut her down, because it was like either you saying it or don't say anything at all, because that accusation is a very heavy one, right? And as a man, once you get labeled that, even if you're innocent, it's hard to remove that label. So rather than just saying it like Melissa came out and said, she should have said, "Listen, this is what I know to be true." Rather than kind of asking a question, which is really an accusation, which is really an allegation, which is really a thinly veiled kind of, you're being very clever about it in that sense. So we're gonna play the clip for you guys so you can see it. And we'll discuss a little bit more about that situation, Melissa Ford, Camron, and Mase. But if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor, like it, share, subscribe. Click on that bell button for notification on uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. And if you haven't done so as well, join our membership. It's £1, $1, and we'd love to have you guys on the channel and a part of the family as well. All right, let's get into this conversation.
What you doing? I don't think that's right.
Well, who's doing?
What you doing? I don't think that's right. Like, them niggas clearly went to a whorehouse and took somebody up out of there.
Says them. And
that's who told the story.
But
that's who told the story.
I get that.
So of course it says them. Who else
is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that whorehouse?
Come on
now.
That's crazy.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's
That's
crazy.
disgusting what you're doing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm not doing that.
I mean, I can understand why Camron will be vexed or Mase will be vexed. I think okay. To insinuate that somebody is in a whorehouse and that there could have been underage girls in this place, you have to make a jump, right? And the reason why you have to make a jump is because no one's naturally thinking there's underage girls there. Why did you make a jump? Is it because you have inside knowledge? If you do, come out and say it. Otherwise, shh. Don't try to make a underhanded attack. If you know something, come out, say it. Otherwise, saying out could have been underage girls there, it leaves it open to interpretation, right? Now they told a story about taking underage girls. They told a story about taking girls to a whorehouse that they had or whatever, and the girls would end up doing certain things, right? Now I would have thought a better jump would have been have these girls really given full consent? Are they? You know what I mean? That would have been a better jump to make. And even then, still, it would still be, it would be better if she said, "Oh, look, let me put precaution here. These guys telling these stories, they should be very careful. Do they know that every girl was given consent? Because a lot of people are coming out now and saying that things weren't as it were. But to make a jump to underage girls and the accusation, you might know something. If you do, then come out and say it. Don't worry about that. Don't come out and say it. Don't make it a thinly veiled question. Don't make it a question which is thinly veiled with that accusation and allegation underneath it.
That plane just
that plane should have never even took
That's
off.
not a plane. That's not. It's not even wings on that bitch. No pilot.
No nothing.
No
That shit
cockpit.
is,
What are you doing?
Not even a drone.
That was a little crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
you wow.
I know where you was going.
I don't
but
know
that
what
was
the
crazy.
Canadian whorehouses are like.
I don't know. I've never been to a whorehouse. I couldn't tell you.
So why would you
say
say
something like that?
There was underage girls.
If you've never been to a
I have to admit they held her accountable in that respect, because if you've never been to one, why would you make that jump? So you know some information. If you do, come out and say it. Otherwise, keep quiet. Because the being sneaky about it don't help nobody. It just adds more fuel to a fire which doesn't need to be added. The story didn't have that aspect. You added on that other aspect. It's messy. It's actually kind of really messy, actually, saying that. Right, it's really, really messy to do that, where you're trying to allude to something, but you won't come out and say it, right? You just dashing a little bit of oil on the fire. I don't like that. I don't think that was very appropriate. And now, if these guys have done that, say it. We're in that season, like you said, we're in that season where saying stories like this can be in trouble. Well, then say it then. Otherwise, don't say anything at all. Because right now, as an individual, and I'm not even going to say there's an attack on black men. I'm not going to say that. That's some bullcrap. I'm just saying in general, as a man, when you get labeled with that title, in the sense calling them pedos, if that is what you're saying, then you need to come out and say it. Well, don't say anything at all, because it's a waste of everybody's time, right? It's a waste of everybody's time. Mase and Cameron actually responded. So I think there's a response here. We'll play a little
Just
bit.
here to tell the truth. We're not into anything illegal, so you can stop trying to put that together. Let me put you together right quick. Don't ever come for me and kill her.
And
Ever
we gonna
in
be
your
nice about it.
in your mother's life, nigga. This is not what you
Yo, I
want.
promise you all the comments say, ooh. It's like, you
Like,
picked the wrong people to fuck
picked
with.
the wrong one. Because I can't tell you how much I don't care. I couldn't even tell you how much.
Yo, because I'm going to be honest with you.
And he's more petty than I am.
I'm going to be honest with you. Only reason and if need be, we will revisit this. If need be.
We can revisit it.
Yeah, but the whole thing, this is screaming desperate and attention, like, yo, it really is. So I'm not going, but if need, nigga, because niggas is.
Obviously, there's no parts of it. I'll play the second part of it, so you guys can watch it there.
We have never, ever tried to take nothing from nobody.
Secondly,
we only like people that love us more than we love ourselves.
We have a whole segment on that. Secondly, who was looking out for us?
Yeah, we were young.
Yeah, who was looking out for us when we was, listen, man, we ain't gonna give it no attention, but tread lightly. Be careful.
Lightly.
Now, that comment sounds a bit odd. Who was looking out for us when we were young? So are you the more you speaking, the more you kind of, please be careful, boys. Yeah. And let me not even say be careful. Don't be careful. Say what you got to say, because if you come out and you really have done those things, you need to be called out for it, and you might be going to jail, right? So I don't want you to be cautious. You come out and say what you got to say, babe. You know what I mean? If you come out and you say some wild ass stuff that proves that you actually were doing that stuff, hey, take them to jail, boys. I ain't mad at it. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Because you shouldn't have said that, right? You should have known that it was legal what you're doing. But it's funny how you said, obviously, but who was looking out for us young boys? Almost to say, like, who was looking out for them as a young, like, you know, what was done to them is also been done to these young girls, right? It could easily be insinuated that. So it's got to be, I was like, that sounds a bit shoddy.
Because I'll tell you one thing, I know a lot of people are ICE.
Snipers and sharpshooters.
Snipers, sharpshooters, and I know people are ICE. I have you escorted back up across the border. Be careful. Be careful. And it screams desperation, but we'll get a petition to get you out the country. Cut it out.
I was gonna let you stay, but Killer.
Nah, I'll get out the damn country. I'll make 2 calls, man. But I was looking back.
No, I don't like that kind of threat, personally. I don't care what she said to you. I know she said some nasty things, and I know she said some things, but I don't like that kind of threat, especially as a man. We got to be very careful. That kind of thing ain't it, Cameron. So, yeah, I get that she's alleged some certain things, but almost threatening that you're going to get out of the country and stuff like that, it sounds more darker than it actually is, and maybe I've misinterpreted what he's actually said about what it means, but yeah, I don't like that personally. Now, of course, again, Melissa Ford should take accountability for the fact that she went out and said these things, and when you say these things, what comes back out is it's never going to be sensible coming back your way, because you're accusing them of quite a heinous crime. It's very heinous what you're actually alleging, that they had underage kids. Yeah, ain't no one going to take it easy on you, but I don't like what Cameron just said at the very end there. I don't think that's appropriate. But that's just me reporting the news there. Let me tell you something. This current climate, any kind of thing like that is dangerous.